Okay, well, hi, I am Raindrop. For those that don't know me, I've been playing with League for about 2.5 years, and I am here to do cocktails. So happy hour has been a big thing in our daily lives during quarantine. So I am here to bring some recipes that I thought maybe are a little bit different from like your normal go-to recipes. So they're fun drinks to make at home. And I'll try to give some changes to things because I'm sure not everybody has everything that is going to be on this list. So I have a thank you to Sassy. She posted the recipes earlier. So if you're following along, she already posted it, what the recipes are. But I am going to be starting us off like any other good bartender by doing shots. So let's do shots first. The first one is a French toast shot, and it uses Fireball, Bailey's Irish Cream, and butterscotch schnapps. So it's really a 1-to-1-to-1. And so I'm just gonna pop, since I have my husband here with me, I'll be nice and I'm gonna make shots for us both. So I'm gonna be doing about double for each of these because again, I'm making two. So if you're only making one, you just need one shot of each, which obviously gives you one healthy shot, but you know, it's delicious, so drink it up. I'm trying to think. I made this for a, last year, Thanksgiving, our neighbors throw a kegs and eggs party every morning on Thanksgiving Day. So I made this to start us off and it was a huge hit. So I figured I would make it this time to kick us off. So if you have any questions or anything, by all means, I have the comments up on the other side. So you can let me know if you have any questions. But like I said, 1-to-1-to-1, toss it in. You'll see that I'm actually using a protein shaker because I only have 2 shakers and I'm using that for 2 other drinks. So I'm improvising. Not quite the healthy breakfast that you would normally get, but you know, it's quarantine and mental health. Sometimes you just need alcohol in the morning. So give it a good shake to get nice and cold, and then pour it in. That's it. That first shot, I'm ready to go. Now this has like, you know, my other name, but it's a shot glass that I've had for years and years and years, courtesy of my big for my fraternity in college. So I will be drinking out of that. And Frank has chosen a Flyers shot glass. So if anyone is making along, now silly me, kind of forgot that I have ice cubes in here, so gonna have to be careful with that. Frank, would you like a shot? Don't mind me while I dig an ice cube out of my own shot glass. Wow, talk about mess ups on the first drink. Sadness. All right. Cheers. First drink.
Thank you.
Because yes, friends, I will be drinking while I'm making these drinks. So don't mind me if I get a little tipsy along the way. That is really delicious. It's like, you know, sweet. It's got the cream from the Irish cream, but then it's got like the fieriness from the Fireball. So it's like a little bit of everything. It's a really delicious shot. And I have like a bunch more left because it's double of everything. So I'll probably be drinking more of those along the way. Next one that we're doing is called a Fiery Mule. So last year, it became like this big craze with everybody. I feel like mules were like the thing for everybody. So, can you rename these? I'm looking at some of the comments here. You'll have to ask Sassy to rename them since she posted all the names of all of them. So, Fiery Mule. So I love mules. Everyone loves mules, but this one is a little bit different. It uses Fireball instead of the traditional vodka, and then it uses pineapple juice too. And I am a huge pineapple juice fan. So I've got all my stuff over here. Got my awesome Mule cup and pineapple juice. So you start with some pineapple juice, I like these little cans because I don't have to use a giant can of one all at once. So the recipe here is typically going to be 2 ounces of Fireball, an ounce or so of pineapple juice. This is all going to be to taste. So if you like yours to be a little less alcoholic, you can by all means add more juice. I like mine to be like nice and alcoholic. So I keep mine pretty, I usually tend to overdo it on the shot count. So I will put a nice healthy shot of Fireball in here. Like I said, I think this is 2 ounces. I'll probably do a little bit more just because it adds a little extra kick. But this one, so I'll do a little bit more. Put the pineapple juice in. This one I don't usually shake. I give it just a little stir. And then this has been our go-to ginger beer. It's Cock and Bull. It's one of the, I think one of the original ginger beers. It's super spicy and really delicious. So, and it's easy to find in the grocery store. So this has been our go-to when we make mules. So you add that on top, and then you can do a splash of lime. So I need to grab. Sorry, ill-prepared. For just a splash of lime juice, I don't normally get out like my juicer or anything. I just use this guy. I really don't know what this is called. But then you just use it to get a little bit of juice. So put that in, squeeze a little on top. I'm only making one of these because if I make 2 of all of these drinks, it's going to be a very rough morning in this household. And we do have a 6-year-old that one of us at least needs to take care of. So we're going to be sharing these drinks along the way. But put that in, stir it all up gently. It is ginger beer, so it is carbonated, so you don't want to shake it. That's why I don't shake this drink, but give it a nice little stir, and that's it. And that's a nice little toss up on like a normal mule. Instead of the vodka, you use the Fireball, and then just that nice citrus with the pineapple juice. Yep, that's delicious. I'll admit it's a bit more of a fall drink because it kind of has that, you know, fiery taste to it. So I was drinking these a lot last fall, and then for Christmas, even when we had like the girls over, I made them all these for Christmas time. So it's been, but it's just so delicious. You can't not drink it even in the springtime. So here it is. Is a 24-ounce mug too big? Never. That's like the normal size mug, isn't it? Frank, drink number 2.
Zoink.
All right, so I'm a little ahead of schedule, but that's okay. We'll just keep drinking. The next few are going to be a little bit more involved because it has more ingredients and involves me actually juicing some things. So the third drink, where am I at? The third drink I'm going to make is a Limoncello Margarita. Now, I picked this one, sadly, because we are supposed to be, my husband and I, are supposed to be in Italy right now celebrating our anniversary, which is next week. So we had booked this back like the very beginning of the year, and then obviously COVID-19 had other plans for us. So we are not in Italy, so I figured I would make a Limoncello Margarita to kind of compensate for that. So the other part of that is because it's a margarita, and anyone that knows me knows I can't have any kind of alcohol making without incorporating tequila because it's my favorite drink of all. So the Limoncello Margarita, instead of using like a traditional margarita mix, if you use just like the store-bought stuff, it's very similar in terms of it still has lemon and lime juice, but it has limoncello in it in addition to that. So it gives a little bit more of a kick. So got my margarita glass ready. I am not a fan of a salt rim. Some people are. It's not my thing. I don't like salty margaritas, so I don't usually put it on there. Some people do sugar rims. I just don't even bother because I'm lazy and I don't really feel like it adds too much. So I'm not going to bother doing it if it doesn't add to the drink. This is a tequila that I was lucky enough to snag actually in Mexico in February before all of this crazy COVID really went under. So I went there for my birthday in February, and coming back in the airport, I realized I hadn't actually bought any tequila yet, which is beyond me how I could go to Mexico and not buy tequila. So I asked the woman, what's the best tequila for mixing drinks? Because I'll be honest, while I love it in a margarita or in other drinks, I'm not a sipping person. So she suggested this one because it's a little bit sweeter with the agave. So she suggested this one, so I got it. And I admit, I've had a couple of margaritas with it, and it's pretty delicious. For anyone that's interested, it's 1921, and I think I've seen it that you can buy it online, but honestly can't really remember. I know they don't sell it in the stores here, at least I don't think they do. So anyway, this one does require a shaker. So I already have it filled with ice because I didn't want that crazy noise going on behind me. But let me rinse this guy out real quick. So this one, I have to refer to my list here. It's 2 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces of limoncello, 2 ounces of lemon juice, and 2 ounces of lime juice, and then 2 ounces of agave. And if you don't have agave, you could do any kind of sweetener. You could do a simple syrup. Some people do honey as a substitute for that. So it just gives it a little bit different of a flavor profile. So I don't have any agave, so I'm gonna sneak in and grab a simple syrup that I have in fridge. That's just like a bottled simple syrup. Let's see, are there any questions? I mean, there's not really that much questioning to do, I guess, when you're just making drinks, but. All right, so 2 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces of limoncello, and I will say this limoncello, shout out to Megan and Steven, because we were given this as a wedding gift. How awesome is that? That they not only award you with alcohol during their wedding, throughout the entire wedding, but they send some home with you. Pretty great. Great wedding gift. One that I actually use. I mean, how many times do you actually use a wedding gift? A lot of them are a little weird, to be honest. All right, so homemade limoncello. Obviously, you can use whatever limoncello you have. 2 ounces of that. Now this says 2 tablespoons of agave. So I'm just gonna use a little bit. I honestly don't like mine to get like super sweet. So I'll just do a little, I'll probably half it. I probably only put in 1 tablespoon. And then I need my lemon and lime juice, which I'll admit, normally I fresh squeeze it, but again, feeling a little lazy. And hey, if Kaylin, you want to come over and grab a margarita, girl, I'll make you one. This is the one thing, I really love baking, but since all of this kind of happened, I really haven't done a lot of baking. Frank's been doing a lot of it. He does a lot of cooking, and today, I don't have it out, but he made this amazing bread. He's been all about breads, which has been killing me because I have to feel like I have to work out like 3 times a day just to keep up with all the breads he's making. But so he's been doing a lot of the cooking, and I normally do a lot of the baking, but in the end, I don't know, I haven't really been getting into it. But I have been getting into the drink recipes. So, you know, take that for what it is. Maybe I just need more alcohol in my life. Yeah, I didn't normally drink a lot before all of this. And I think, you know, typically we had gone through like maybe a thing of vodka in like a year. We went through it in the first 3 weeks of quarantine, a whole thing of vodka. I was shocked. I'm a little disgusted, but also impressed. I don't know how both of them go together, but you know, you do what you got to do in these times, right? Please tell me I'm not the only one who's drinking more. So shake it up. I usually like to shake it until you start to make sure it's like nice and frosty. That's how you know it's like everything's all really cold. And again, you know, you can do salt rim, you can do sugar rim, whatever you want to do. Again, I don't really like it, so I don't do it. And, you know, if Frank likes it, then tough luck because I'm making the drinks. So that's pretty much it for that one. Pour it in, drink up. Are there any other tequila fans? Tequila is very much like you either love it or you hate it. I've never found someone that's kind of like, it's okay. It's either they had a horrible story and they will never drink it again, or they're like, tequila shots. You know, it's one or the other. So I'm looking at some of the lists here. Okay, so here's the thing. I've been that person that has been very much like a homebody, you know, stay the fuck at home. That's been my hashtag throughout all of this. So I love you guys, but please don't come to my house. Not yet. And I will say I made this probably a week or two ago and I didn't like it as much, but I didn't add the simple syrup because I didn't want it to get overly sweet, but I think it needed it. So this time it's pretty good. Yep, that's pretty good. I don't know if I'll pass that one off. That might have to be for me. And he's still drinking the other drinks, so I don't feel like I have to give that over yet. Guys, I've opened so many things and I don't know which cap goes to what. So that's fun. We're gonna play a game and guess. Yay, that's right. I know that goes over there. And I think this goes on this. See, I'm doing all right. I've had a few drinks before all of this, so you blame Frank. He made a drink, which I actually really liked. I haven't had gin in a really long time, and he made a gin and ginger beer with a little bit of lime juice, and that was it. Just gin, ginger beer, lime juice, and it was really, really good. So that's another option for you if you're a gin fan. All right, is anyone making any of these drinks along with me, or is it just me drinking? And Murder says she has a horrible story, but would also drink it again. So girl, next time we're together, we're drinking tequila. All right, so we still have 2 more drinks to make. And I've got about 10 minutes left in my clock. One clock says 6:03, one says 6:06. So I don't know actually what time it is. 6:03. Okay, I don't know what time it is. I got 10 minutes, so that's about good. The 4th drink we are making is this one. Is a shout out to one of our sponsors, JJ Radigan's. Frank and I went there probably sometime last fall as like on a date night, and they had made one of my favorite drinks I've probably ever had at a bar. I think they called it the Executive Orange Crush, so it's a little bit of a different spin on a traditional Orange Crush. And I just absolutely loved it. Like, I think I had 3 of them that night. It was, so in the end, I ended up asking the bartender, I'm like, can you just tell me what you put in this? Because it's so, so, so delicious. And I ended up making it at another gathering that I had here before. And it was just like, everyone kept asking for it. So it's a huge fan favorite. Everybody likes it. But the key for this one is using fresh squeezed orange juice. Like, I know you really want to just like, this is one where don't be lazy, use fresh oranges. So I have my oranges here. I've got my citrus juicer. It's just like a little plastic one. And the good thing, if you didn't know this about, if you don't have like a crazy big juicer, roll your citrus on your counter and it'll be a lot easier to juice. So do that before you cut it open and it will come out a lot easier. So, okay, Raven, you can go ahead and be lazy, but I'm telling you, this one's worth it. All right, that's 1 orange rolled, and I know Frank wants one of these, and I definitely want one of these, so I'm gonna be making 2. But this one uses vodka and orange juice, but has a couple other little things in it that really like make it special. So let me cut these guys and juice them before we get into it. But the key ingredients here are maple syrup and vanilla extract. So the vanilla gives it like that orange creamsicle kind of taste. So it gives it that vanilla flavor. And then the maple syrup is what gives it the sweetness. And it just makes it, it's so, so good. Okay, so sorry, this is gonna probably make some really weird noises. I'm realizing on camera that this is probably gonna sound great. But I'm juicing the oranges really quick. Ugh. I hate orange pulp. That's another reason why I like doing fresh orange juice, is it's really easy to strain it yourself and get it to the least amount of pulp that you can get. I don't like pulp in my, especially in any kind of like alcoholic drink. It weirds me out. So like mojitos, not my thing. I like the flavor, but I prefer it just to be strained because I can't stand all the chunkiness. Dee Dee says that they have great drinks. Yeah, see, I got so stuck on the one drink that I didn't even try anything else. So I'm excited for them to reopen so that I can go try more stuff, especially since I've heard amazing things about their food, and we've only got to go once. So I only got to try one thing. So I am really anxious to go back there once everything starts reopening. Okay, so I have my oranges juiced, and this is why I strain them. You can see all the pulp and all that orange still in there. And I even go one step further and use a mesh strainer because I really, really, really do not like pulp. Okay, so fun fact, these glasses are from like the 70s from my grandmother. So thank you to my grandma. You guys remember those like globes that have alcohol in it? Yeah, those old school ones, that's what we have. And that's where these came from. So, all right, so this uses vodka. This is more of a traditional vodka orange. And I have some fantastic Kiki vodka, which is a local Pottstown place. And they deliver, which is fantastic. When I ran out of vodka, making all those mules that we've been making lately, I was incredibly sad because none of the places were open, and I was out, literally delivered within like 12 hours of ordering. I think we ordered at night and it was there by the very next morning. Crazy. Okay, so this one is 2 ounces of vodka per drink. So I'm gonna do 1 in each. And this one is also not shaken. So I just pour that right into the glass. Then I'm gonna do a guesstimate here. This is about 8 ounces, so that I should have enough for multiple drinks here, because you really only, it's like a 1-to-1. So 2 ounces of vodka, 2 ounces of orange juice. I don't trust myself pouring into these small glasses, so I'm going to grab this guy. You know, I thought I was prepared by having all this stuff out, and turns out I had like nothing that I actually needed out. I had taken a million things out. Okay, so I'm gonna strain this again because I'm that weirdo that really does not like pulp. And because it's so pulpy, it takes some time to actually strain. Precisely why I do it. All right, so yeah, that's why I strain. Ugh. Okay, so back to the drinks. Am I missing questions here? Are we good? Ooh, Cranberry Mules. That sounds really good. Okay, so we've got 2 ounces of vodka in here. We want to do 2 ounces of orange juice, so we're just going to pretty much almost fill this up. Look at that. So each drink you need about an orange. That's, I guess, what we realized. I used 2 oranges, one orange each. And then we need our maple syrup. And I didn't get my vodka or the vanilla either, so give me 1 second. So for these, really, really, really light on the vanilla. You really only need like 1/8 of a teaspoon in each one. If you are heavy-handed, I would recommend even using a 1/8 of a teaspoon measurement, because if you overpower vanilla, it gets real not great. And then the maple syrup, it's just like a splash of maple syrup. Again, that's just for the sweetness, and it's maple syrup itself is really sweet, so you don't need that much. Tiny little splash. And then the last thing that you need is just a splash of Sprite or orange juice. And I don't have either one of those, but I do have ginger ale. And so I figure it's something sweet, it's something carbonated, so it'll get the job done. So I'm just gonna top these off with the ginger ale. And that's it. That's the orange crush. I give it a little stir, which I'm just going to use the knife that I have sitting here. And that's it for the orange crush. Cheers. Oh my God, it's the best. It's the best drink ever. The vanilla extract with the actual fresh orange juice just makes the drink. It's so good. And I do know Frank wanted one of these, which is why I made 2 specifically. So Frank, are you ready for drink 2?
Oh, he's ready for drink 2.
Oh, he's already ready. Oh no, Caitlin, the most Pope. Ugh.
Shanko.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm running out of time, but we have one more drink to make. So let me clear room here. We are making what we've nicknamed the Riot Maker, because it did not have a cool name, because I made this one up myself. Basically what this one came down to is I had rum chata in my liquor cabinet and I had no idea what to make with it. So I looked up a couple different recipes and combined all the things that I liked. So I love pineapple juice. I love coconut. So I have pineapple from the other one still left. So we are going to mix rum chata, coconut milk, pineapple juice, and a little bit of simple syrup, again, just to bring that sweetness up a little bit. And then if you want an extra bit of alcohol, dark rum is highly suggested. I don't have any more dark rum because, again, we drank all of it. But today, Malibu Black was delivered. I didn't know that was a thing, but it's basically Malibu, but stronger. So I am definitely game for that. And this one, I'm looking at my recipe here, is all 2 ounces, except for the simple syrup, just 1 ounce should be more than sufficient. Now with coconut milk, it can separate, so you want to make sure you give it a good shake before you open it up. And am I good to go a few minutes over? I know I'm scheduled to be done here in 2 minutes, but I think we're good. We're like another minute or 2 here. Okay, so ice in this one, you do want to shake. So it's 2 ounces of everything. So 2 ounces coconut milk.
Take all the time you need, Raindrop. We're here for you, man. Don't rush.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to drink more, right? So
correct.
All right, 2 ounces coconut, 2 ounces pineapple juice, 2 ounces of rum chata, which I'm also running low on. Guys, I'm running low on everything, which is not great. Both in the sense that I've drunk a lot of alcohol over the last few weeks, and also that I'm running out of alcohol. Such is life. Okay, and then I'm gonna try this Malibu Black. I've never had it before. I don't know, has anybody else ever had this before? Anybody? Bueller? This smells like Malibu to me. Which to me smells like the beach, so I will take it. And then the little bit of simple syrup. So this just brings up the sweetness a little bit, because coconut milk, while it's delicious, it's not like super sweet on its own. And the other stuff doesn't bring it up quite enough on its own. So I will add a little bit of simple syrup. Penny, do you want to come say hi? Penny loves coming on camera, which is really fun when I'm at work. But these are the times that we're in. So Penny's here to say hello. Okay, so I've added everything. Give this guy a good shake. Again, let it get nice and frosty on the outside. And then, I don't have any ice in this, but that's okay. That's it. You pour and enjoy. So you can see it's very much like a dessert drink. It does get very sweet. It's very creamy. So it's almost like an alcoholic milkshake without the ice cream, but it's delicious. And we are calling it the Riot Maker because I meant to put a couple drops of the green dye in it, but I forgot. So, next time, folks. Yep, that's delicious. So that's it. Drinks with Raindrop. Thanks for dropping by, and I hope you guys enjoy the drinks. If you'd make one, tag us on social media, and I hope you guys enjoy the recipes. Cheers.